So you want to get more downloads. I mean, who doesn't? Everybody wants to get more podcast downloads, right? But the way you're doing it probably isn't actually going to move the needle. So let's talk about it. I've been talking for the last 20 some odd days about how to launch and grow a podcast from your car. And one of the ways that actually moves the needle, that actually gets the downloads, might surprise you, and that is to guest on other people's podcasts. Now, let's think about that for just a moment. Why is that going to get you more listeners than, let's say, going on social media or writing a blog post? The reason why is because whenever you are in front of someone else's podcast audience, you have people that are listening to a podcast. So think about that for a moment. You know for a fact that the person that's listening already listens to podcasts. So they're more likely to be willing to go and find your podcast, especially if they like what you have to say. The big thing though is you've got to come with value. You've got to come with the reason that someone would give a damn to come and find you on your show. And so I did that a lot whenever I first started with the Bloggy Friends show. I was guesting on other people's podcasts, trying to get the word out about my show, and that actually did move the needle in terms of downloads. So my plan is to do that now with the More Movement Please podcast, the fitness podcast, because I haven't really gotten anywhere in terms of like getting my name out there for that. I've sent some press releases because I just hit 50 episodes and I'm trying to get press for it, but I feel like the next stage for me is doing what I did with the Bloggy Friend show, and that is guesting on other people's podcasts. So speaking of which, hit me up at famousashleygrant.com/car if you'd like me to be on your podcast. I'd love to hear from you. But but yeah, so if you're trying to get the word out about your show, I highly recommend that you start seeking out opportunities to be a guest on other people's podcasts. You can find opportunities on Facebook, on X, on LinkedIn. I've seen them all over the place. If you search podcast guests and your niche, you may find different shows that are specifically seeking out guests. And so that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is there are avenues like Podmatch. They do charge a fee for that, but it's one place that you could go. Another place I recommend is Quoted. Another is Featured. If you put yourself out there on those platforms, you may get people to reach out to you that are interested in having you be a guest. So if you're trying to get the word out about your podcast, I would highly recommend podcast guesting. So like I said, for the past 20 some odd days, I've been talking about podcasting. And if you want to learn more about how to launch and grow your podcast, even from a car, like I've been doing, you can go to famousashleygrant.com/car, and I'm giving you everything you need to know about how to launch and grow. Come back tomorrow and we'll talk about it some more.